I think why, and that's a really good question, because I think what it does, if you look at the purpose, it opens up any 2 points in the world, with the exception of Sydney, London. Pretty much this plane, I mean, Singapore is over here, New York is over here. They're on opposite sides of the world. And with this aircraft, you can now connect. But it's not just the A350, it's the 787 that allowed, the Boeing 787, that allowed Perth to connect to London, or Chicago with Auckland. And that gives passengers choices. That, particularly at the lower fuel cost. These planes are about 20 to 30% more fuel efficient than the older 777s and A380s. And what that means is that you can run the seats at a lower price. It means you can open up new routes, Stockholm to wherever it might be, that would not be commercially viable with old aircraft. And that's going to be the big development. So yes, there is a strategic philosophy importance behind this, rather than, as you say, just the bragging rights.
So how far ahead are we looking then? Will we see more airlines launch these kind of very, very long flights at any time soon?
Yes, yes, and yes again. You're going to see those airlines that have bought these planes opening up new routes. Now, some will, I mean, the 350 is much bigger than the 787, so you're going to see the 787 being used strategically. For instance, United Airlines, San Francisco to Singapore, using it from Houston down to Sydney. These British Airways will use the 787 to open up new cities in the United States, whether it be Austin or some other lesser market. And that's the key. But the other side of that, these routes will be dropped more quickly than if they don't perform well. The beauty of the 787 and the 350 is you can open the route, you can see quite clearly that your costs are lower, but if your revenues don't match up, you can dump the route before losing too much money.